What is going on, guys? In today's video I will show you the top 5 best builds in Blade and Soul Neon. So in this guide I will give you a quick overview of each setup, then I will explain what are their strengths and weaknesses, then how do their key mechanics work, what gear and skill should you focus on, and much more. If you are looking for any of these builds on the website for their specific skill book, skills and items, then click my link in the description or the pinned comment. The Blade Master Fire build will focus on delivering high burst damage through powerful fire infusion skills. This build excels in both single target and AoV DPS, which makes it versatile for both PvE and PvP. It revolves around utilizing the fire-based abilities that offer significant damage output and can be chained together for devastating combos. One of our key skills is the Flame Slash. This engulfs the blade into the flames for heavy hitting strikes, which is crucial for single target burst damage. Then second we got Inferno. This calls down fiery meteors, dealing massive AoV damage to the enemies within the impact zone. And finally we also have the Blazing Sword and the Phoenix Wing. These abilities will enhance the mobility and offensive power, allowing for quick repositioning and rapid assaults. And here in this website we have the best leveling build to set up your Blade Master Fire build for the endgame. As far as our playstyle and strategy goes, this build emphasizes on aggressive combat. It relies on chaining abilities to maximize damage, often starting with a crowd control skill like the Shoulder Charge to daze enemies, followed by the Flame Slash for high burst damage. Inferno is best to use when multiple enemies are grouped up to capitalize on its AoV potential. Also, efficient chi management is crucial, as fire-based abilities are resource intensive. Skills like the Flame Slash will help regenerating chi, ensuring sustained offensive pressure. Additionally, mastering the stance switch between the basic stance for defense and the jaw stance for increased attack power is essential for maximizing damage output while maintaining survivability. To optimize performance, we want to focus on critical hit rate for enhanced burst damage, then attack power to amplify overall damage, and defensive penetration for dealing more damage per hit. So overall the Fire Blade Master is ideal for players who enjoy aggressive playstyle with high burst potential. Mastering skill combos, stance switching and the chi management is the key to unlocking its full potential, which makes this build a great choice for both PvE and PvP. The Shadow Tiger Assassin build is designed for players seeking a straightforward, efficient playstyle with a balance of damage output and survivability. This build emphasizes the use of shadow-based skills by leveraging stealth mechanics and poison effects to deal consistent damage over time. It's particularly beginner-friendly due to its simple combos and reliable performance in PvE. Our key skill is the Shadow Slash. This delivers rapid shadow-infused attacks for sustained damage. Then Hard Stab, which utilizes poison stacks applied by the other abilities to amplify damage and make it the main follow-up attack. Next we got the Mist Slash. This applies poison to the enemies by setting up enhanced damage for follow-up skills. And finally we are using the Shadow Drain. This maintains stealth while regenerating chi, allowing for continuous offensive pressure. As far as our playstyle and strategy goes, the Shadow Tiger build revolves around maintaining the stealth and maximizing poison amplification. The typical rotation begins with the Mist Slash to poison enemies, followed by the Hard Stab to capitalize on the poison attacks. Then the Shadow Slash is used for consistent damage, while the Shadow Drain keeps the player in stealth, ensuring safety and sustained attacks. Maintaining the stealth is crucial for this build, as it enhances survivability and allows for strategic positioning. Abilities like the Shadowless Step will help extend the stealth duration, enabling prolonged engagements without exposing the player to direct attacks. To optimize performance, we want to focus on critical hit rate for increased damage output, then attack power to boost overall damage, and lastly piercing to bypass the enemy defenses. So overall this assassin build is perfect for players who enjoy stealthy combat. It offers moderate sustained DPS with a focus on poison management and stealth maintenance. Its straightforward playstyle makes it an excellent choice for beginners, while still being effective in advanced content. The Wind Kung Fu Master build will focus on maintaining high mobility and sustained damage over time by using swift and wind-infused attacks. It emphasizes on rapid combos and fluid transitions between skills, making it perfect for players who enjoy fast-paced dynamic playstyle. This build excels in PvE scenarios due to his consistent damage output and amazing crowd control abilities. Our key skills are the Cyclone Kick, which is a high-speed kick dealing sustained damage and ideal for chaining with other skills. Next we have the Swift Strike, which is a quick attack that builds focus and is essential for maintaining a steady flow of combos. Next we got the Whirling Scourge. This creates a vortex that damages enemies within the range, and is useful for AoV fights. And lastly, we got the Gale Fist, which is a powerful finishing move that enhances the damage when used at the end of a combo chain. As far as our playstyle and strategy goes, the Kung Fu Master will revolve around maintaining a constant pressure through rapid attacks and fluid movement. It requires precise timing to maximize damage output while avoiding enemy attacks. So we start by using the Swift Strike to build focus, then follow that up with the Cyclone Kick for sustained damage. The Whirling Scorch is effective for handling groups of enemies, while the Gale Fist will serve as a powerful finisher. Also, mobility is a core aspect of this build, so skills like the Flash Step will enable a quick repositioning, allowing players to dodge incoming attacks while maintaining offensive pressure. And lastly, efficient focus management is crucial, as most wind-based abilities will consume a lot of focus rapidly. To optimize performance, we want to focus on critical hit rate for maximum damage output, then attack power to enhance overall damage, and lastly, the focus recovery, to maintain the flow of abilities without interruption. Overall, the Wind Kung Fu Master build will offer a balanced playstyle with high mobility and sustained DPS. It's ideal for players who enjoy agile combat and fluid combos. Mastering skill rotations, focus management, and movement timing are key to maximize this build's potential, which makes it a powerful choice for PvE in the endgame content. The Fire Force Master build focuses on delivering high burst damage through powerful fire-based attacks. This specialization excels in both single-target and AoV fights, making it a top-tier choice for PvE content in dungeons and raids. It emphasizes long-range combat with explosive spells that incinerate enemies, rewarding players who prioritize positioning and timing. Our key skills are the Blazing Beam, which is a concentrated beam of fire that deals massive single-target damage that is perfect for boss fights. Next, we got the Inferno. This unleashes a fiery explosion that damages all enemies within the range, and it is ideal for AoE clearing. Next, we got the Dragon Blaze, which is a high-impact fireball with significant burst damage and useful for initiating combos. And lastly, we are using the Dual Dragons. This will summon twin dragons that deal continuous damage over time and enhance our sustained DPS. The Force Master build is all about dealing high burst damage while maintaining distance from the enemies. It relies on setting up a powerful combo by chaining skills efficiently. A common rotation will start with the Dragon Blaze to initiate the combat, then follow that up by the Blazing Beam for heavy burst damage. Inferno is then used when multiple enemies are clustered by maximizing AoV potential. And as I've been saying, positioning is crucial, as Force Masters have lower mobility and defenses, so utilizing Frost Armor will provide temporarily invulnerability, allowing for better repositioning when targeted. Efficient focus management is vital, since the fire-based spells will consume a lot of focus, and abilities like the Dual Dragons will help maintain a focus regeneration while dealing continuous damage. To optimize performance, we want to focus on critical hit rate to enhance the burst damage, then attack power for overall damage amplification, and focus recovery to sustain skill rotations. So overall, the Fire Force Master build is perfect for players who enjoy a long-range combat with explosive high damage spells. Mastering skill combos, positioning, and focus management are the key to maximizing damage output. Its powerful burst capabilities and the strong AoE attacks make it an amazing choice for PvE content. This Earth Summoner build focuses on consistent damage over time by utilizing Earth-based abilities and strong crowd control. This specialization excels in PvE, making it an excellent choice for dungeons and raids. It emphasizes sustained damage and survivability, allowing players to maintain pressure on the enemies while strategically controlling the battlefield. One of our key skills is the Brain Path. This creates a field that slows the enemies down and damages them over time by providing excellent area control. Next, we got the Sunflower. This is a powerful ranged attack that deals consistent damage by serving as the primary damage dealing skill. Next, we got the Flying Needle. This deals AoV damage while replenishing focus and maintaining the flow of attacks. And lastly, we got Divine Whip, which is a fast spammable attack used to generate focus and trigger additional effects. As far as our playstyle and strategy goes, the Earth Summoner build will revolve around maintaining a constant pressure through damage over time effects and strategic use of the Familiar. We usually want to begin by summoning the Cat Familiar, which acts as a tank and distracts enemies, then use the Bramble Path to control the enemy movement, and follow that up with the Sunflower for sustained damage. Flying Needles will ensure consistent focus regeneration, while Divine Whip will keep the damage cycle flowing. Positioning is crucial for maximizing the effectiveness of the AoV abilities, so staying at mid-range will allow the Summoner to maintain damage output while avoiding most of the enemy attacks. To optimize performance, we want to focus on critical hit rate for consistent high damage output, then attack power to enhance overall damage, and lastly focus recovery to sustain skill rotations without interruptions. So overall the Earthshatter build will provide a balanced playstyle, with a high survivability and constant DPS. It's perfect for players who enjoy strategic positioning, area control and sustained damage. Mastering familiar management and skill rotation is the key to maximize this build's potential. So, let me know what you think about these builds in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, then you definitely don't want to miss my previous top 3 best builds video, where I showed even more powerful builds. So click the screen now and I'll see you in the next one.